video, I wanted to take you guys through the process of a custom dress. So when someone comes in, they usually give me a few photos of an idea or a concept. For this mother of the groom dress, she gave me 2 photos she wanted to use as a reference to what she wanted her dress to look like for the final result. Based on those photos, I come up with a sketch. I always do my own sketch instead of just going directly from the photos, just to make sure I have exactly what the client is looking for as far as shape, silhouette, and different kinds of things that will be unique to the dress. Sketch is approved, we go into the toil stage or the mock-up of the dress. I try to stay as close to the actual fabrics as possible, even if it's not the color. I try to focus on the weight, and I just basically draft out what this dress is going to look like. During the process, the client definitely let me know they intended to lose weight, and also she started to have some reservations about the fullness or the extravagantness of the dress because she was the mother of the groom and didn't want to upstage the bride. So we did go in and make modifications to the dress as the process went along. I created custom cups. As you'll see, I have a video posted up now that shows the process of that, and those are just good so that I can get the bra cup size that will accommodate her dress. Because she was considering losing a substantial amount of weight as the dress was being made, I thought it best to go with the lining as we were doing the fittings instead of just going full on with the actual fabric. So for a couple of fittings, I just focused on just tailoring the lining because it was easier to work with that than to just go immediately to the main fabric, which are always more expensive, and you don't want to waste too much of your efforts on there. So we did do a lot of modifications to the dress just with the lining. Here's some of the markings you can see where I realized we probably needed to add some more boning. I only fitted one sleeve because I wanted to make sure the fit was perfect before we moved on to the final illusion mesh stage of the dress. Now we've moved on to the main fabric. What I wanted to focus on here was the fact that this fabric actually was something that I created. And when I say created, I actually used 2 different textures to combine together. So this is an organza overlaid over a satin, which gives it that thick sort of shiny look, but it's actually 2 fabrics pulled together to create this interesting organza soft shiny look that I thought was going to look really great on the dress. The markings you've seen is just me sort of like reducing the fullness of the dress and realizing that the waist needed to be raised up. So I always take pictures for each and every fitting so I can sort of go back and analyze and see what needs to be fixed in addition to the notes that I take. So we can see the dress is coming along. This is about a week from the dress being finalized, even though it doesn't look like it's close to being done. And she just comes in, as you can see, she did indeed lose quite a bit of weight, so we had to do a lot of adjustments there. I was fitting and placing some of the appliques just to kind of see where they were going to lay, outlining the hem, where it was going to fall. So this is just that process. The back of the dress looks a little wiggly as far as the zipper, but that's only because it's hand sewn, so I don't do any final things to the zipper until we get closer to the finishing. We're in the home stretch of the dress, and you can see that some of the tiers have been finally placed on, and then just meticulously going and hand placing all the appliques before I hand sew them. Placing appliques, especially on a dress like this at the top, takes, I'm going to say it took me about 3 days, but there were about 6 hours of hand sewing per day. So it takes quite a bit of time to place each applique and make sure that it sits exactly where you want it to sit, so it creates that off the shoulder design that we got on this dress. This is the dress all done and ready for its pickup. We added the satin buttons along the back area. I use a translucent or transparent zipper when I do my illusion mesh because it really looks like it's laying on the skin, and I think they lay beautifully. They are a little whimsy, so it's a little bit tricky sometimes to put them in, as well as sort of warn the client that they need to be very delicate with it because it's so very delicate in order for it to like it's laying on your skin. So again, here is the final look with all the ruffles placed on it. Just the front look of the dress with all the tiers added to it, the different layers. I added different types of tulle as well as some different kinds of shades just because I wanted to have this density and volume to it, and that I didn't want it to have like a flat look. So it's almost like shading within the dress. This is the day the client picked up the dress from my studio. Funny enough, the lights went out. I had a blackout because it was a really bad storm, so I had to take her to a different part of my house in order for us to get these pictures. She was very happy with it. I'm looking forward to her event pictures from this dress, and this is just sort of the process that I go through when I'm creating these custom looks for my clients. I hope you guys will also join me as I kind of take you through the process of this custom design, which will be in a later video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Videos are uploaded weekly covering dressmaking, fashion, lectures, and more. Enroll in LAIDIECLOTH U on Teachable for dressmaking and fashion design courses. See you again soon.